We're live now.
Well, what you thought was gonna happen?
I thought it was a test.
No, that's the other one.
Oh. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Yes. Welcome
We
to the
are
lunch break.
here.
Yes.
Let's give them a few minutes.
Yeah.
To come on in.
Yeah. Thanks so much for everyone that is going to be joining our live.
Yes. So we're excited for you all to join Lunch Break Live with Sheeda and Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
So we go live every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yep.
And then if you miss a live, you can always go on, we always repost our lives on Instagram, Facebook, which is Real Conversations with Sheeda and Nikki podcast, as well as on our Facebook page, which is Real Conversations with Sheeda and Nikki podcast. Facebook is Real Conversations with Sheeda and Nikki, and then YouTube is Real Conversations with Sheeda and Nikki podcast.
Yes.
So if you missed the live, you can always catch the recap on any of those social media sites.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. We're excited, y'all. I feel like we got some good news stories to talk about. What's going on in the world today.
Yeah. So I'm excited to get started.
Yes. Then we're going to have our little topic of the day, I feel like. So, it's going to be fun. And make sure that you all, interact with us. Let us know if you feel like it, what you think about what we're talking about. Any insight,
Yeah. Okay. So, let's get started.
Okay.
I do want to start by saying happy Wednesday. Today is November 3rd.
Yes.
And y'all, we are like a few weeks away from Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. Like, can you believe that?
Yeah.
Like, Thanksgiving is almost here. Christmas is almost here. Mm-hmm. The end of the year is almost here.
Yes.
So, it's just crazy. Like, time has really flown by. Like, oh my God.
Yep.
So, it'll be 2022 soon.
Yes. I mean, do you think that next year is going to be better than 2020 and 2021 was?
I'm claiming that.
Okay.
It's going to be better. Financially better. More stable. Like, I'm praying that the world just gets better as a whole.
Yeah.
More positive people in the world, just wanting to help each other. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm praying for, because my children got to live in this world too. So, I that's what I pray for.
Yeah.
That everything does get better.
It seems like to me like 2020 was focused around the virus. Mm-hmm. Then 2021 seems like it was focused around the vaccine. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know about 2020. So what I'm saying now is it seems as though we're having difficulty getting the items that we need, whether it's in the grocery store or our regular shopping stores, like items like clothes and things like that. Because and I told you I went to go buy a pair of shoes, and the lady was saying that, it really wasn't much variety because they didn't have any truck drivers or trucks
coming in.
Yeah, to, deliver the items. And my cousin, she ordered a garage door in August. Mm-hmm. It's not going to leave the factory until February of next year.
Wow.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, they were talking about that on the news, about how a lot of stuff is backed up, and they didn't know how, Christmas was going to be with people, buying toys and gifts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
I didn't
they were saying, like, if you see something that you want to get for Christmas or later on, if you see it right then and there, get it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay. So you want to go ahead and get started then?
Yeah.
With our first story. Okay.
So, okay, you go ahead.
Okay. So the first story is, this is something one of our followers had brought up. I didn't hear about this until later on, and I said that I was going to look it up. This is crazy. So this story is out of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Gloria Williams, 35, and boyfriend Brian Coulter, 35, were arrested due to the death of Gloria's son, 8-year-old Kendrick Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Her boyfriend beat Kendrick to death, and his death was due to blunt force trauma, and that was around Thanksgiving 2020.
Mm-hmm.
The kids said that they saw Coulter repeatedly punch Kendrick in his back and face, then covered him with a blanket when he appeared dead.
What?
According to footage aired on Houston station, KTRK, they said that he continued to kick him even after he was on the floor not moving. Now, she has 3 other children, ages 15, 10, and 7. They stated that they were locked in the room with their deceased brother's remains for nearly a year.
Yeah.
Yes, until the couple moved out and sent groceries over to the children once a month. The 15-year-old called 911 and told them the situation. They were living with no electricity, and they were malnourished and physically had visible physical abuse on them. And it was also noted that the children had not been enrolled in school since May of 2020. And I got this off the New York Post.
Wow. That is so sad to hear.
That's terrible.
That's horrible.
I mean, those children having to witness their brother being beat to death like that.
Yeah, and then you're locked in the room with your deceased brother. Like, that's traumatizing.
That is just...
That is traumatizing. And then the only person that comes is the person that drops off the groceries or whatever. Like, that's no way for anyone, let alone a child, live.
Yeah. Yes, that's terrible. I also had read too that one of the children's grandmothers was letting her stay there with the kids. But she put her out because she kept bringing men in the grandmother's house.
What?
Yes, while one of, I guess, the grandmother was one of her kids' fathers, and he was in jail. And I was just like, this is crazy. Like, for one, like, I don't know. I don't have any kids, but I mean, me as a person, I don't understand, like, how you could carry a child for 9 months.
Yeah.
And feel no love and to let somebody beat your child to death.
Yeah, that's horrible. I saw that on the news and I was just floored because, it's just sad. It's really sad that those, they have to go through that, let alone anyone, like being treated like that by your own mother. Like, that's the last person that should be mistreating you, like that.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
So one of my topics were, so y'all know Tiny and Toya. No, T.I. and Tiny. Y'all know them, T.I. is a rapper, a well-known rapper, and Tiny is, she was with the group Escape. Well, they still together. But y'all know in the past, they've had a lot going on with, like, sexual abuse claims and drugging and stuff like that. I think that was earlier this year. So, but now they, I think a lot of those charges have been dropped. But now T.I. and Tiny, they're focusing more on, like, being, making changes in their local community. They live in Atlanta, Georgia. So, it was in the news that T.I. and Tiny were building affordable an affordable housing development in Bankhead, Georgia. And, that's an area where I believe T.I. had grew up in as a child. So the project should be completed by 2022, they said. And that in addition to that, they will have about 143 units. And the project will also have a community center, a greenhouse, as well as a garden. So I think that's great that they're giving back to the community that they grew up in.
Right.
I think it's great that they're, putting their money towards something that's really going to change the world and the where they live, and it's giving other people a chance to live in a better environment as well.
Yeah.
So I thought that was great when I read that.
Yeah, I think too, he might have had all these other things going on with these scandals and all this other stuff, but he seems like he was always one to be down for his community, no matter what. Like, he was going to always go back to where he came, always help out those people that weren't able to, do for themselves,
right,
needed things. He always seems like he was real, hands-on with that too. So,
yeah.
So I think that's great.
I do too.
And I mean, finally, sometimes people, they have all this money and they're wanting to buy all these extravagant things. Hey, that's your money. You do what you want to do.
Right.
I do think that you should be trying to help others. That's the biggest thing to me is do what you want to do, but make sure that you are also just helping others as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I thought that was dope. Yeah.
So my next story is, there's a play.
Oh, Lord.
that opened up last month in New York, and it's Thoughts of a Colored Man, by playwright Keenan Scott. And this is his Broadway debut. Okay, so this play has been getting a lot of good reviews, raves about it, and I think that's great for this to be his debut. The play is at the John Golden Theater in New York. It has Luke James, Tristan Mack Wiles, and Da Vinci.
Oh, Lord. Y'all know who Da Vinci is, right?
If y'all don't know, y'all need to know. He used to play Darnell on All American, but now he's on BMF and he plays Terry. So, and there's more actors. There's a total of 7 actors, / characters. And they're supposed to represent the 7 daily sins.
Daily?
7 deadly, I'm sorry.
Okay.
7 deadly sins. The play is supposed to take course over a single day in Brooklyn. Candy is also a part of this play. I'm not for sure if she's a producer or writer somehow.
I think she's one of the producers. Candy Burris, that's she's from Escape, the group Escape, and she is on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She has multiple businesses.
Yeah.
And I know she's produced her own plays in the past.
Yeah. So this is a 90-minute performance. There's no intermission. It opened up October 13th, and it's going to play until March the 20th of next year. Okay. The tickets start as low as $49, and I believe it goes up to $250 because I was looking for some.
You was looking for some for yourself?
Yeah, and I think the front row was like $250.
Okay.
So I want to go to New York, and I want to see this play. It has a lot of good reviews, and I'm like, this is right around my birthday, next year.
Oh, yeah, March. Yeah. You go towards the end.
Yeah, so I'm getting there. Please, believe me, I'm going to get there and see this play.
Yeah.
So
the name of the play is called Thoughts of a Colored Man.
Yes.
And it's in New York, and it opened already October 13th all the way to March 20th.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
On Broadway.
That would be nice. I don't think I've ever been to a Broadway play.
So I've been trying to get you to come on with me. Regular Sabrina just joined us too.
Hey, Sabrina, that's my cousin. Hi, cousin.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, so, I'm trying to get you to go to New York.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, I want to go to New York. That would be great.
Okay, well, let's
I've never been
it.
to a Broadway play.
I've never been to a play. I've been to New York one time, and it was so much fun. It's much better than I thought it was going to be because I didn't really know what to expect. Because when I think about vacation, I'm thinking about like resorts or Vegas or, all these different fun activities. But we had a great time. It was so nice.
Yeah, I would want to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to change the topic a little bit. So y'all know that Megan Thee Stallion came out, she partnered up with Popeyes, the restaurant, to come out with a new sauce, the Hot Hottie sauce. So she announced it about 2 weeks ago regarding a one-of-a-kind partnership. And she also made a huge donation to the Houston Random Acts of Kindness. Y'all know she's from Houston. So she made a donation to the Houston Random Acts of Kindness. That place is, their mission is to promote empathy and compassion while encouraging selfless concerns for the welfare of others in the Houston community. So she made a large donation. And also, y'all know, like in the past, other celebrities have partnered up with, restaurants like, what's the other guy from McDonald's? I forget his name.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, he partnered up. So celebrities linking up with different restaurants, that's nothing new or whatever. But this is a little different with Megan because not only is she partnered up with Popeyes to do her hottie sauce, she also has a 20-year contract with Popeyes to open up 5 more Popeyes.
What?
Chains, yes. So this is like a long-term, not long, well, I guess 20 years is longer. But this is like more of a, like a long-term like commitment. So she's supposed to open up 5 more Popeyes. Yes. So I thought that was dope. Like she making changes around here. So yeah. So another thing is that I wanted to know if anyone has tried the Hot Hottie sauce from Popeyes. Because it's supposed to be sweet. And I actually tried it like a week or so ago. And I thought it's okay, Megan. Like, it's okay. I had it with like some spicy chicken. So I dipped it in the spicy chicken into the sauce. It was okay. It was sweet. It kind of tastes like sweet heat a little bit. The Popeye sweet heat dip.
I never tried that.
But it kind of tastes like that, but it's a little bit sweeter. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the Megan Thee Stallion Hot Hottie sauce. Okay, have y'all tried it? Have y'all not? If y'all did, what did it taste like? Because it tastes like sweet heat, but it wasn't as, it was more sweet than spicy. Yeah. So I'm like, Megan Thee Stallion, she doing big things or whatever. So y'all should be seeing more Popeyes popping up with Megan name on it. But I think that's dope though.
Yeah.
That she has these opportunities to,
yeah,
do all of these things. So.
Yeah, that's multiple streams of income right there.
Yeah. 20-year deal. Opening up 5 more Popeyes. I'm assuming she would be franchising, like it would be her restaurants, I guess. Right. Nice. But yeah.
Okay. So my story is about a gentleman. His name is Brian Shue. He's 20 years old. He was recently arrested. He punched a flight attendant on an American Airlines.
What?
Twice in her face, breaking bones in her face.
He punched the flight attendant?
Yes. And when I saw him, I'm like, he looked like he 100 pounds soaking wet. So I was like, how did he do that? So the flight was from New York to Orange County, California. And it was diverted to Denver after he hit her in her face. It initially started because she accidentally bumped him, but she apologized. You know, those the galleyway is small,
right,
so you know, especially when you getting on, you bumping people and trying to put your luggage up there.
Right.
So the flight attendant told authorities that Shu struck her in the galley while he was trying to get to the bathroom. She informed him that the seatbelt light was on, so you know when that's on, you're not supposed to get up, and he had to wait. And said that he brought his elbow down on her head.
What?
And then charged at her and hit her in her face. The doctor said she had a concussion and advised her to get another CT scan to determine if her nose was broken.
Oh my goodness.
She headed back to New York that same day. Now, the interesting part was, when I was looking at this article, they said that nearly 5,000 unruly incidents have happened on these airlines. They've been
since the pandemic, or
well, yeah, since like 21, since January 21, 5,000 unruly incidents. They said they've banned more than 4,000 people on these different airlines, but only 216 cases have resulted in penalties, civil penalties. So that's the thing to me, like, you know, you cannot be on these flights clowning like this.
Right. Like, that is crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like people are so impatient nowadays. Like, just be a little bit more patient. Like, I feel like people are always in a rush to get where they're going. Their patience are thin. They're always frustrated. And it's like they end up taking it out on people that they don't even...
Right.
That they just end up coming across. You know what I'm saying? And that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. But I feel like there should be more penalties. I'm like, 216? That's not even half.
Right, that's not half of how many people have actually been injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can't keep abusing these airline people, like even from the flight attendants to the people that's getting you the tickets, checking you in.
Yeah.
They're getting abused verbally and physically, you know?
Right.
And it's only really so much to those people at the gate that's getting your tickets that they can do, you know? And then the stupid thing is how these people, they don't want to get on and wear a mask.
Right.
Everybody knows you have to wear a mask. Like, this is not something new. It's not something certain airlines are being like, well, you don't have to wear a mask on this airline with us.
Right.
And this one you do. That's a federal law. You have to wear a mask. So if you don't want to wear a mask, don't get on an airplane.
Right.
Don't get on a bus.
Rent you a car.
Yeah.
Drive where you want to go. That way you can do whatever you want to do in
Yes.
the car.
Yes.
But yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's been so many, like on the news, they've been showing like people get into fights and like, what is this world coming to? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
like, people are so impatient. Like, just take a deep breath. You gonna still get to where you need to get to.
I agree.
Yeah, crazy. So my other topic was well, I guess I could do this one. So in Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, we wanted to touch on that a little bit. Recently, Jada Pinkett had said on her Red Table Talk how difficult it is to maintain a healthy sex life with her spouse, Will Smith. Now, y'all know who Will Smith is. He's the actor. He was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And, you know, Jada Pinkett, she's an actress as well. They do have 2 children together, Willow and Jaden. And they have been married since 1997. So they got married when Jada was 22. Now she's 50. So she was saying that, you know, it's difficult to maintain a healthy sex life, especially when you've been married all those years. And she even said, you know, it's hard keeping the physical connection going. The thing Will and I talk about a lot is the journey. We started in this at a very young age, you know, 22 years old. That's why the accountability part really hit for me, because I think you expect your partner to know what they need, especially when it comes to sex. It's like, well, if you love me, you should know, and if you love me, you should read my mind. That's a huge pitfall. And I agree with that statement, because after you've been with so long, sometimes you do be expecting them to just know. But it's like, okay, you still have to keep initiating things sometimes to let your partner know that this is what you want. You know what I'm saying? To be satisfied. And then Jada went on to say that, to explain that both parties have to be open and honest about desires and needs, and that's not always easily practiced. So sometimes, you know, even if you have been with your partner for so long, sometimes it is maybe uncomfortable to, you know, bring it up again about exactly what you want and how you want, you know, things, especially sexual stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much what Jada Pinkett has said on her show. But I feel like once that came out, a lot of people twisted it and made it seem worse than what it was. Like social media just went ham on it and really took her words out of context. And it made, you know, I guess it made him look kind of bad too. Like, are you not opening up your end of the bargain? Because y'all know Jada and August Alsina, what did
entanglement.
Right, entanglement. So yeah, but that's pretty much what she was saying. You know, when you've been with someone for so long, you know, it can be hard sometimes to convey what you want, you know, because you do expect them to just know exactly what it is, but that's not always true, even if you have been with that person for, you know, 20 years, 25 years. So what do you think about that?
I think a lot of things. Well, my first initial thought is, personally, me, I'm not going to say never, because you never know, but I feel like I don't want to be discussing my sex life, you know.
Well, on social media?
Yeah, I don't really want to go into like great details like about that. And especially like with that history with what she just went through with the entanglement.
Right,
you know,
right.
They're like, I want to be known, like they should be more or less known for their movies and all this other, not this sad gossip stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's for one. And for two, I don't know. I mean, I haven't been like long term with anybody like that for years and years, but I feel like when I do get into that really long term relationship, whoever I'm with, I want them to be like my best friend. I want to be comfortable where I could talk to them and tell them this is how I'm feeling and not feel scared and nervous. I feel like I've been through that before, like in, you know, other relationships, like wanting to say something or kind of voice my opinion, but I just was like, oh, you know, I'm just not going to say anything, you know. But now I feel like I'm older, you know, I know more now. I know what I want. And whoever I'm with, they're going to be my spouse as well as my best friend.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I want to be able, and you know, it's a way that you tell somebody something without hurting their feelings.
Right.
Like, maybe next time, can we try this?
Right.
What you think about this?
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like as you get older, or as you grow, I feel like your needs sometimes they change. And I know for me, like I don't know, I guess when I was younger, I didn't really know I had like a love language, like something that, you know, I really need to feel, you know, get to that like intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like now that I'm older, I recognize that because I'm really like a touchy person. Like that's my thing. Like I need to feel like skin to skin touch.
Okay.
But when I was younger, I didn't know that. Like I had to discover that. So I feel like as you get older, you are able to kind of express your needs better, or not just that, but like you're able to identify what your needs are versus when you're younger. Yeah. Like even Jada Pinkett was saying, like they was together when she was 22. Yeah. That's young to get married, to be honest. Really well, my opinion. Yeah. So from 22 to 50, like so much stuff, your body has changed, the way you think has changed, what you do, what you used to enjoy when you was 22, you probably don't enjoy that no more when you're 50. And that's how it is, I feel like, in relationships too. So, yeah, like, it's just, yeah, and then your spouse has to be willing, once you get married, I feel like your spouse has to be willing to be okay with those changes as well.
Exactly.
So.
And that's the thing too. I feel like my next relationship is my last relationship.
Okay.
But I do feel like that too. Like I feel like that physical part that can be worked on because I want to fall in love with you mentally. You know, that physical, that's great, but that ain't gonna last forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, cause I want forever. So, if I'm not happy with this, I want to be able to tell you. If you feel like it's something that you can't do or you don't want to do, then we'll just have to work around it. But I feel like I will love you enough where I will stay with you. Right. And hopefully you'll love me enough where we're going to work through this. So,
right.
Yeah.
So, I'm with it.
Yes.
I am with it.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, let us know, like, what your thoughts are with, relationships.
Yeah.
Dating. Even social media. Because sometimes social media, you'll say one thing and social media just spin it out of control. They're just spinning it. I'll be like, that ain't even what I said.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So, what are you all's thoughts on, the topics that we had today? You can always comment, share with us, whatever your thoughts are. And like I said earlier, if you missed this live, then you can, we will repost it on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yeah. Well, you know what? How we always talk about the TV shows.
Okay.
So, I kind of wanted to talk about dating in the pandemic and relationship-wise. So, speaking of that, incident with Will and Jada, I feel like myself, personally speaking, like, I do want that forever, but I feel like a lot of guys my age, you would think I'm 44. You would think that these guys want to be settled down, married, have a couple kids, but it seems like they're out here running the streets and doing all the stuff they was doing at 19 and 20 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people, sometimes they ask like, well, are you dating and, are you seeing anyone? Friends, they ask me that like, oh, you ain't got married yet? But I feel like I know what I want. And I'm not going to settle for anything less than what I want. And I'm not saying he has to be perfect because nobody's perfect, But I feel like right now during this pandemic and COVID, I feel like I don't really want to date. I feel like I really don't want anyone like in my face like that. Because while you're dating Cindy and Chrissy over here, then you're going to be in my face. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I ain't trying to get COVID and,
It's crazy.
I don't want you all over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to find somebody who's wanting to be serious and settled. And I know you have to date, but a lot of these people out here, they just spreading themselves thin, honey.
You was crazy.
And then who was those people that they seeing? You know what I'm saying?
So you tell me if a man walked up to you and he was talking that good game, like he was telling you things that he approached you in a way that you would want to be approached.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Hey, Nikki, can I get your number? I would love to take you out." What would you say? You would say, "No."
I feel like if he seems sincere, that's fine.
Okay.
But I don't really want nobody like in my face like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want all that. Like, even now, like, I really don't like a lot of hugs and stuff like that. Cause girl.
So how would he express his interest in you if you don't want him near your face? You don't want him hugging or touching you. Like, you want him to, y'all gonna go out, he gonna have a whole mask and a whole
It's a mental thing.
Outfit on. Like, how's he gonna express that he's into you if you get all these walls up to where you don't want him to touch you or look at you? He can only look at you. You can't get near you, can't kiss you.
Nah, I don't want him kissing me.
So, what would be his way? What would he have to do to show that he's interested in you, and what should he do to show that for him to approach you?
Mentally,
man, Rita, how's he supposed to?
Because no, but I'm saying if we're talking on the phone and we're
But I'm saying, how's he even going to approach you if you don't want them in your face?
He don't have to kiss me. Somebody said, "Hey, ladies." Hey.
Hi. That's Marianne. Hi. I have to get a bracelet from you. I saw that you was having a sale on your bracelets. I need to get some. I'll message you later so we can, because I do want to get some bracelets. But yeah, like, how would they approach? I feel like there's no way for him to approach you.
I feel like conversation. I want to see what he's talking about. I want to see if he sounds sincere. See, this is my whole thing. I'll be honest. I have trust issues. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I have really worked on those. She said, "Yeah, the sale ends Monday."
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you got time.
Yeah. If y'all are watching, follow Designs by Marianne LLC. She makes really nice bracelets. Mm-hmm. I know my daughter and her daughter are friends, and she had got her a bracelet for her birthday. I was like, this is really pretty with her name on it. It has like the iridescent colors. So, yeah. I need to get one for myself.
Okay.
Raya can't be rocking all the jewelry and I ain't got nothing. But yeah. So it's like, how is a man supposed to know that that's how he's supposed to approach you? You know what I'm saying?
First, I know guys are more visual. You know what I'm saying? They looking at the women. I feel like they got the big asses and the big breasts.
Well, you got that.
I got this, but I ain't got this.
Well, you meet the criteria of most men, okay?
But I want to fall in love with your mind.
Okay.
That's what I want.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
But how do you get to that? Like, I don't know.
I want him. I ain't saying he got to be super fine. You know what I'm saying? But I want him to look decent. You know what I'm saying?
Can he have gray hair? Can he have gray hair? Is that not attractive to you?
I don't want a hair.
Just say no.
Wait. Hold on, y'all. Wait. He could have some. I have a few strands in here myself, but majority of it is black. I want us to grow old gracefully together. You know what I'm saying? So when he start whiting out, I might start whiting out. Hell, he probably be bringing some stress in my life. But at least we gonna white out together. You know what I'm saying? But the full head of that's just not my type, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I thought you said physical don't matter.
That's not physical. That's not a physical.
Yes, it is physical.
That's a visual. That's a visual trait.
What's the difference?
Physical is
the way you look. Your hair is on your head, so that's a part of your look.
Now, I'm talking about physical.
Is it a difference between physical and visual?
It is.
No.
Physical is like, I would prefer somebody taller than me, but I will take somebody that's my same height. I'm 5'7". So I will take somebody that's 5'7". I don't want nobody shorter than me. You know, so that's physical.
What's visual?
Visual is gray hair. That's visual, you know.
That's the same thing to me.
I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, what y'all think about dating out here in this COVID? I don't know. I don't want to be in these COVID streets. Okay, because
COVID been going on for almost 2 years.
And I've been by myself for 5.5 years.
Okay.
That's my last relationship.
Before COVID. But, so are you going to wait until COVID is over for you to start dating? Or are you, I
can't, you know what? Honestly, this is really honestly how I feel. A lot of people, they don't know how to be content with being by themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like, I feel like I'm okay with being by myself. Now, I ain't gonna say sometimes, you know, it don't get lonely, or I don't want somebody here to, you know, share the holidays and all those things with me, but I do feel like I'm content. And it took me a while to learn how to get content with myself, because I was like one of those people that was a serial dater. I would break up with somebody and go right back with somebody else. And I would just keep that cycle going. And I didn't really learn how to love and appreciate myself and get what I'm supposed to really foresee, like a real man, you know what I'm saying, and not just a boyfriend. So, but yeah, I'm content, but I feel like when it's the right time, I'm gonna know. I feel like I'm gonna have that, like God is gonna let me know. That's how I feel.
Do you feel like content and being happy is the same thing? Or, because you said you're content, but are you happy with being where you are, or do you feel like you would want you'll be happy if you were in a relationship?
I feel like that's a yes and no question. Like, I feel like if I just settle and be with somebody, I'm not gonna be happy just to say that I have a man. You know what I'm saying? So, but being content, that's, you know, I feel like I got good friends. Like, y'all never make me feel any less than when I go out. Like, if I was to go out with you and your mate, you know, when I go out with my friend Maxine and Shanier, you know, I'm always the one that don't have nobody. But I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like they never make me feel like any less than. You know, it's just like we're all together. We're all friends. But I do know that when it's my time, it's going to be blessed by God. Gotcha. So I'm just going to wait, and I'm going to have that intuition, like, okay. Yeah, right now I feel like if I just go out there, it'll just be for shits and giggles right now. So,
it won't be nothing serious.
It won't be nothing serious. Yeah.
And I feel like that's something you probably had to learn, right?
Yep.
Relationships don't bring happiness. You got to be happy with yourself first. That's true.
Yeah. And it took me a while. It took me a long time to really love and appreciate myself. You know, that's why I was settling for people that was less than, you know.
Yeah, and I'm sure it took you a while to even realize that. Like, the relationships you were in, you were doing certain things because, I mean, you just didn't learn that about yourself at that time.
I always knew what I wanted, but I wasn't dating the people that would give me what I wanted, that I desired. So now, all that time before when I was just going from relationship to relationship, now kind of backtracking, I feel like, in my life and learning who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And then now the next step is Mr. Right, honey.
Find that man, girl. Well, he gonna find you.
Yes.
Okay? You ain't gonna be lucky. He gonna come.
That's right. That is so
hopefully
right.
with a mask on and a pee.
Yes. Yes.
He'll be
He gonna already know.
Right. He gonna already know.
Yep.
What your expectations
Yeah.
are.
He gonna say, I want to take this to the next level. Can
Right.
I remove my mask?
Right.
In my suit?
That's your
I'll
love
be like,
language right
yes.
there, okay?
And I'll be like, let's do it.
Oh,
yes. So yeah. So.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Well.
That's the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the end.
Well,
We hope you guys have enjoyed this lunch break. I know I did.
right. We had some good topics. We
Yeah.
talked about some good stuff.
Exactly. So make sure you just follow us on all our social media platforms. If you want to become a subscriber to our podcast, just click the link in our bio on our IG and you can become a subscriber.
Yes. So if you've missed some of this live, we will repost this live on our Instagram, on our Facebook, and on our YouTube channel. So if you want to go back and watch it from the beginning, we'll repost the video.
Yeah, because I'm going back.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch it too.
Yeah, I might learn something from myself.
Yeah. You're so silly.
Yes. So thank you,
right.
everyone.
We'll see y'all next Wednesday at 12 p.m.
Yes, and make sure y'all spread the word too. You know, the more the merrier. So, okay, guys.
All right.
Bye.